Scott. Welcome to our new series on 1031 exchanges. How are you?
Good morning, Michelle. Very good. How are you?
I'm great. So I'm here with Scott Fong. He is the president of SIF Investments and runs a 1031 exchange consultancy and helps people basically save money. Scott Fong and I met 4 years ago at a networking event, and I was really impressed by what he does. He's the only person I know who does exactly what he does to really help investors. Scott, can you tell us a little bit about what you do and what SIF Investments is all about?
Sure. I started my firm, gosh, almost 20 years ago, Michelle. And what I realized when I bought my first piece of rental property is there's so much equity here in the Bay Area, so much appreciation in rental properties. And no one's really solving that problem of, wow, can I make more rental income by trading it? Who's giving me these options? Who do I turn to for advice? So over the last 18 years, I've been helping clients consult from their whole 1031 exchange, from helping them sell their rental property, existing property, to finding replacement properties in other markets or other product types, like going from residential to commercial. And I use great brokers, obviously like yourself, who to either sell or to rebuy the properties that really specialize in those markets and those type of properties.
It's definitely a needed niche. So I'm so glad that I know you. And you've helped so many of my clients. So we really appreciate you.
Well, thank you.
I guess the first question is, what is a 1031 exchange? Can you break that down for us?
Sure. I'll try not to be too boring on this, but it's basically just when rental property appreciates, if you want to sell that rental property, without doing an exchange, you would have to pay capital gains. So the 1031 exchange allows an investor to sell an investment property with gain, defer the capital gains into another rental property. And that other rental property doesn't have to be the exact same type. So you can go from a single family home and reinvest it into an apartment building, say from San Francisco, a single family home, into an apartment building into Austin or Portland or Sacramento. You can also go from an apartment building to commercial properties. And so really what it does is it allows the investor to defer the capital gains, keep more of their principal, and increase their wealth.
That's fantastic. And who doesn't want to make more money and pay less taxes?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we all know the Bay Area is a hot market. Why is this a great opportunity for investors here in San Francisco?
Yeah. Well, as you know, Michelle, the downside of living in the Bay Area is it's very expensive. Whether you're buying a home or a rental property, it's probably the most expensive, or if not the second most expensive market here in the US. And so not only is it expensive, but the properties have appreciated greatly over the last 10, 15, 20, 30 years plus. Properties have doubled, tripled even in value. So it allows the investor this great opportunity, that this equity that's sitting in the rental properties is not really doing that much, especially with rent control here in San Francisco. You might have a $2 million home or $3 million 3-unit property that is not getting very good rental income. Almost down the line, most rental properties here are getting a 2 to 3% return on a rate standpoint. If you were to trade that same $2 to $3 million into another product type or another market, say Portland or Austin or Sacramento, you'd probably double that rental income.
Double?
So, double. And many times the clients who have owned, if they've owned that property, especially in the single family market, if they've owned properties for 15, 20 years, it's pretty easy to double that income. Maybe not all the time, but I could say that you're on average, you could probably increase your net income at least 30, 40%. So this great opportunity is, so this great opportunity is, wow, it's appreciated a lot, but most people aren't doing anything with it. It's great to say on paper, my property went up from $1 million to $3 million in value, but I guarantee you the rents on that property have not tripled. So that's when you should consider a 1031 exchange.
Well, I am so glad to know you, Scott.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to doing more of these, informative episodes on what 1031 exchanges involve. So
Yeah, likewise. It's fun. Yeah.
it's super fun and super informative. So thank you, Scott Fong of SIF Investments.
All right. Thanks,
And
Michelle.
great to see you. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.
You too. All right.
Thanks, Scott.
Bye.
Bye.